Hello, folks. I am Alan for today's news. I will be reading and speaking about world news, interesting news, news to keep you entertained, and news to keep you informed. First thing I got for you right here from Business Insider. Saudi Crown Prince is plotting to get U.S. nuclear secrets by playing the White House. Russia and China off against each other, report says. Says here Saudi Arabia has snubbed the U.S. and drawn closer to rivals, including China. Saudi Arabia de facto ruler Mohammed bin Salman is trying to get better access to U.S. nuclear technology by playing global power against each other. Saudi official told the Wall Street Journal. In recent months, Saudi Arabia has provoked the ire of the U.S., traditionally its closest international ally, while drawing closer to U.S. adversaries, including China and Russia. Analysts have told Insider that the move appears to be part of the power play by Crown Prince Mohammed amid perceptions that U.S. influence in the region is waning. According to the Wall Street Journal, Crown Prince Mohammed may be using its relations with China and Russia to establish a closer U.S. security relationship. The New York Times last week reported that Saudi Arabia said it could potentially normalize ties with Israel if the U.S. provides its security guarantees and assistance in the civilian nuclear program. And you can read the rest of this in my description box. See what else I got here. This is from investing.com. Oil tumbles below $70 as all hell breaks loose with banking crisis. The the might of China in its COVID crisis couldn't break all $70 support. It had to take a banking crisis to do it. Crude oil West Texas immediate benchmark fell around 5% on the second day in a row to below $70 a barrel, the first time since December 2021, and to intraday bottom of $67.42 as the banking crisis that began with the collapse of the mid-sized California lender Silicon Valley Bank now threatens Europe-based credit SUSIs, one of the world's permanent names in investing banking. So down here, all hell's breaking loose, and it has everything to do with the U.S. banking crisis that's now going global, said John Kudoff, partner the New York-based hedge capital. Anyway, you can read the rest of this in my description box. I wonder if the gas will be going down more now, and how much more if it does go down. Here's something from NBC News. Russia warns hostile U.S. aircraft away from its border after drone crash. Russia has warned the United States to cease hostile activity near its border after the dynamic incident involving an American drone over the Black Sea. Ukraine said Wednesday that the episode, the first known directed confrontation between the two superpowers since the war began last year, illustrated the Kremlin's desire to expand the conflict. And I heard the a Russian fighter clipped the drone's wings. It was dropping fuel behind it. You can read the rest of this in my description box. I got more to read. This one from Benzinga. North Korea says military capable of destroying enemy after Kim Jong-un called to simulate real war. North Korea said the latest drills by Kim Jong. I just say Kim. Army were designed to train the military to carry out their mission at any time and destroy the enemy. What happened? North Korea over the past few days carried out a slew of tactical missile launches after Kim ordered his military to intensify drills to simulate real war. North Korea said in its launch on Tuesday as the U.S. and South Korea carry as the U.S. and South Korea carry out their largest military exercise in years, was a demonstration drill and saw to surface tactical ballistic missiles fire from near the west coast of South Southern Providence. And let's go. You can read about the rest of that in the description box, like always. Here's something here. People are going crazy nowadays, you know. This is from Fox News. California motorists caught in crosshair amid alarming trend of freeway gang shooting. Violence stretching from gang shooting to road rage incident has propelled California's San Francisco Bay Area to a record double of number of shootings on freeways compared to Los Angeles, a new report found. There were 154 shootings across freeways in the Bay Area in 2022. KTVU found double Los Angeles 77 freeway shootings last year. Investigations in the area have primarily pinned blame on gang violence and the uptick with gang hits on highway, leaving innocent bystander in a crosshair. NBC Bay Area reported earlier this year. So here, California Highway Patrol Assistant Chief Jason Reardon told KTVU that about 85% of shootings on Bay Area freeways are gang-related. Well, get rid of them. Good way to get rid of the population, I guess. I had an article a while back about, there's gangs running in the LA Sheriff's Department, The overwhelming majority of a freeway shooting or target shooting, and that means is a specific person is targeted for attack, Reardon said, oftentimes, especially in gang-related cases. The vast majority of these cases, the victims don't want to cooperate. They don't tell us what they saw. They don't tell us what happened. And there's more to read about that if you want to read about that in my description box. And I had something else here too I was looking at. Where was it? I guess I must have closed it by accident. Let's see here. Let me go back to this. Is my show on here? Anyway, there was another article somebody had on video of somebody in a Prius with road rage, got out of the vehicle after they hit the brakes and whammed somebody. Didn't show the whole video of it, but yeah, right here I think it is. California Tesla driver arrested after video captures road rage attack, authorities said. This is from Fox News. I'll play this short video for you. It's about 10 seconds long. Why he done that, I have no idea. Anyway, a man suspected being behind the wheel of a Tesla vehicle in California and commuting as assault in a road rage attack that was captured on video has been arrested, authorities said Monday. The California Highway Patrol said Nathaniel Walker Redmark was taken into custody Sunday in connection in assault on January 11th. He was arrested in the Los Angeles suburb of Torrance. And there's another article, another California shooting, at least 3 dead and 4 injured. And there's shootings everywhere. Anyway, let me go on to the next one. Let me slide these over there. Everyone here from Fox News. Fox News. Ohio man arrested for allegedly trying to send dozens of firearms to Mexican drug cartels. See, they infiltrated our country. They've been here. 2 Ohio men were arrested by undercover agents earlier this month trying to send several dozen rifles to the cartels in Mexico, the U.S. Attorney for the Middle District of Florida announced Tuesday. And can't say their name, but they're not American. They're probably ones that got over the border. Rodriguez, Harilo, and Josephat Salih, I guess, 24, were charged with conspiracy to transfer firearms to commit a felony, possession of firearms, and furthers of drug trafficking and other crimes. Undercover federal agent has made contact with the 2 suspects while posing as Mexican drug cartels members in 2021. The suspects allegedly described selling AR-15s and AK-47 to El Salvadorian and offered cocaine and fentanyl for distribution, according to the prosecutions. Anyway, you can read more about this. Yeah, we got these drug cartels already here in the U.S., thanks to Biden. Fox News. Speaking of the enemy, Biden taking heat after calling for assault weapon ban. It's time for your nap. President Joe Biden went viral on. Cut my phone down. Biden went viral on Twitter after he made yet another call for Congress to enact an assault weapon ban across the United States. It's time for Congress to ban assault weapons, Biden tweeted Tuesday. It's time for your nap. Wake up, Foundation founder Ryan Petty wrote back. Petty lost his daughter, Elena Petty, in the Parkland, Florida shooting, and has previously told Fox News Digital that more gun control would not make students safer. And it won't, because you can put all the gun controls you want. The criminals will still have them. We won't. The good guys won't have them. See, Biden wants to disarm the good guys and arm the bad guys. That's his, he got a problem. He might be working for the cartel himself. Okay, here's another one from Fox News. DEA aware of Mexican pharmacy selling fentanyl-laced pills for more than 3 years. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration was aware for years that Mexican pharmacy have sold laced medication, oftentimes with fentanyl, and the result has been deadly for Americans across. According to the report, the Los Angeles Times reported the agency has been aware of this information for more than 3 years, since the death of a California native, Brandon Hall, back in 2019. Brandon died after vacation in Cabo San Lucas for a bachelor party, and although Mexican officials said he died from a heart attack, further toxicology reports revealed otherwise. He actually died from a daily dose of fentanyl, according to a California medical examiner, traced back to the pills he bought with friends from a local pharmacy. The examiner, who routinely interacts with DNA agent alert official Brennan, had passed away from laced medication from the Mexican pharmacy. But even after months of investigating, the journey for justice seemed to fall flat. Brennan's family also been pressing for answers. and writing to member of Congress to raise awareness of the issue. Anyway, you can read the rest of this in my description box. And it says here from the street, 3 U.S. banks collapsed in a week. Wise other might follow. Global markets fear that other banks will fail after the collapse of Silicon Valley, Silvergate, and Signature Bank in New York. Here's why. The current crisis started on March 8th with Silvergate announcement that it was winding down its operation after its customers fled. The La Jolla, California bank served primarily the cryptocurrency industry. 2 days after U.S. Regulators closed the Silicon Valley Bank, and said, get your free report after a bank run by customers. SVP was a major player in the startup ecosystem among small business in the San Francisco Bay Area. On March 12th, regulators closed Signature Bank in New York over fears it was running out of cash because customers were withdrawing their money in piles. The bank was focused on cryptocurrency clients. So you're doing crypto and people want to get cash out of the bank, so that don't sound right. And so here you decide to invest in a stock or other security. You put a chunk of your savings down and do not pay enough attention to the risks inherent in the security. For a while, everyone is fine, but suddenly the situation changed. Negative factors that you didn't take into account come into play. Crushing the value of the security, you lose a big part of the investment. This is what happens in most of these banks. There's a lot more to read here if you want to read about it. See how are banks reacting. Some targeted banks have said in recent days that they have enough funds to respond to massive withdrawals from their customers and have different sources of financing if necessary. Credit Suisse even indicated that a government bailout was not a topic, which is one way to say that the bank was confident that it could get by on its own. U.S. regulators have unveiled an emergency plan to avert disaster. This program includes a guarantee of all deposits, regardless of the amount. Previously, the FDIC insured deposit for only up to $250,000. The Fed had also created a faculty of last resort to lend money to banks that need it. Basically, the Fed is ready to print as much money as possible to avoid financial crisis. Joe Biden said Americans can have confidence that the banking system is safe. I doubt it. Okay, let's see what else we got here. And I guess that's what I got for you. Grocery stores closing, Walmarts and all these. And anyway, I hope I gave you some information. Don't forget, I'm here reading, speaking about the world news, interesting news to keep you entertained and news to keep you informed. I got to do something with my throat. It keeps getting hoarse. And don't forget to like, subscribe, come back once in a while at least. And until next time, later.